Hello everybody, Nick here. Today I wanna show you, some tricks on tanking in Throne on Liberty and some basic things in general tanking. A lot of people ask for it before, but I was not, I was not able to do it yet because you need some experience in the game, right? You need to play it. It doesn't matter how long you play MMOs and stuff. As you know, many of you know, I played in the top 20 in the world in World of Warcraft, in Star Wars Old Republic. I mostly play tank and DPS. I am good at bot in it, but it doesn't matter. Now I'm gonna show you some stuff about tanking, little bit easy tricks if you're struggling on the bosses. First of all, in my opinion, if you wanna play tank or healer, it's the same for me. You need to have a little bit raid awareness, and you need to know things around you. You need to check things around you. It is very important, and you need to be smart. I am not telling if you don't have awareness you shouldn't play tank. You can play tank, but you need to get it. You need to pay attention. Many people in this game, they are picking the tank classes because they think it is easy to play. But if the game requires to do some mechanics as a tank, like Star Wars Old Republic, like this one, I am not tell WoW. In the WoW, it's very easy tanking. Tanking is very easy in the WoW. You are not doing. You are just standing in front of the boss, to be honest. But in this game, you need to know some stuff. Especially, you don't have yet in your UI target of target, so you cannot see the boss's target, or if it is targeting you, you need to be aware of it. You need to be understand it. I have a lot of experience from another games. I play tank in the games who doesn't have like target of target. In the WoW, it's very easy. You have Icaros, you have target of target. In Star Wars, you have target of target. But in this game, you don't have it. So you need to know you have an aggro or not. Believe or not, in some bosses you will have problems, like Shaikal. In Shaikal, everybody knows Shaikal, right? The boss mechanic there, like this guy. There is some boss mechanic there. Tank need to kite the some beam and don't die. But sometimes it's targeting to DPS. It is about positioning. I agree. Tank need to do separate, and everybody should stay together. But some party is doing like they are putting one DPS on the other half of the room, and they are trying to trick the boss to target him, and he can kite. The player who can do it. Very good. But if the group is staying in the together all the time, and you are separate from them, and if the boss targeting the DPS randomly, it's kind of your fault. I am not sure about it, but I pay attention to it last week. Like I build a lot of threat on the boss. I stay close, and boss always target to me, not the other people. So I wanna talk about some skills first. Like this is my gear, by the way, at the moment. I was not lucky enough to get some stuff from the world bosses and stuff, and I did my own setup. For example, if you look the people who experience with the game, the other builds, they are using the like shock commander chest, shock commander boots, helm of the field general, and gloves of the helm of the general for the set bonus. They are using some cloak with the damage reduction there on the cloak, and they are using this, they are using this, they are using this. They are the same. Instead of this one, the bracelet, they are using, one second, I'm sorry, this one. They are using this one for getting dexterity. So I did my own setup. When I level this one, I will get 30 dexterity, and I will get more perception. I calculate that. This is my setup because this thing you can easy to get. You can craft it or you can drop it from the Silus Abyss floor 5 and 6. This one you can get it Sileus Abyss from 5 and 6, or you can get it from the pouches. This one you can get it from the dungeon. This one you need to craft, I think. It's really hard to get. The belt, it's very optional for me. It's my opinion, by the way. It's very optional. I'm using this one for melee defense, movement speed, because I can easily add the trace on this one. It drops a lot for me. You need to craft this. And this one, you can farm it on the Sodrama Island. Either you can craft it also, but I am not recommending crafting this one. Just go and drop it. This one, you can get it from the dungeon also, from there. Like, I think it was no, not this one. The Cave of Destruction. You can get it from there. With my setup, you can easily put your threads on your purple items. But if you wanna go, like, for example, for this set bonus, Helm Autofield General, if you wanna use, you will use this, by the way, on your head. You have no other choice. You will use this. You need to get this. But you can change this to the boots. You know, Shock Commander you can use on the bots, and this one you can use on the gloves. This is the original setup for the stats. But I calculate that it's working very well for me. I don't have any healing in the dungeons. I can do dungeons without healing, healer, support, or whatever. You know, I can do Dead Abysses without healer, Cave of Destruction without a healer. I can do Temple of Slaughter without a healer. I can do Tyrant Idol without a healer. But this one I cannot do without a support. I didn't try it yet, but we will see about that. This one probably I can, but I never tried that. For my skills, let's see. So, this is my skill setup there, you can see. This is for PvE ultimate generated threat and surviving setup. I have also other setups, I will talk about that later. Like, the first important thing here, you need to know which skills are you generate a lot of threat, and your taunt and your defensive skills, you need to know, be aware of them. I will talk about this in a second. In your passive skills, this is your best friend, Ribos Construction. This is your second best friend, and this is your third best friend. You need to pay attention to this one. I mean, this is optional, you can change around, but these three, in my opinion, in PvP, this is my opinion, by the way, you cannot change any of them. You need all of them. So, you can see there, this is health regen, max health improvement, a lot. This one, I mean, I'm using this because of my setup, because I am playing with heavy hit chance thing. As you can see there, on this, I have a set bonus, melee heavy attack chance, and I am using damage reduction from the Shock Commander. But if you wanna be more tanky, you can use all Shock Commander's armor, and shield and block chance you can get it easily. I mean, you can do that also. There is no problem with that. You will not gonna lose anything. You will do all the content with it. For the skills, I'm gonna tell you which ones you need to pay attention. First, this one. This is originally, let me show you. This is originally Shield Strike, but with this version is more stronger and working very good for me. Like, and this one is originally is Valiant Brawl. Okay, if you have this sword like me there, Duke Magma's Taunt, your Valiant Brawl, in this case my Juriel Smite is my single target taunt, because the sword making my skill, the passive making my skill is provoking the enemy when I use it. In the, you can see this 2 skill is your aggro holder, the build generator, the threat generator, this 2. This one give you extra attack speed, critic strike increases for damage, and this is AoE, and this is your highest burst skill as a tank, Guillotine Blade. This one put weaken on the enemy, boss or player, And this is your, this is my only AoE thing. I will gather mobs with it. This is how it is work. The most of the time people go into the fucking boss and they are just using taunt. No, don't do that. It is not a good starter. A lot of people don't know. As a tank, also you need to press some things in order. You need to do some things in order. In the other case, you will take a lot of damage, or you will lose aggro. I mean, when you play more higher gear score people than you, you need to do your rotation very well. You cannot lose aggro. It's what I do is I usually I run to boss. I use this. I use this. Use this. Use this. Then I taunt. Then I use this for the attack speed. Then I use my biggest thing. Then I repeat it. Look, everything is in order. The other thing I need to do, I will tell you now. This is your active skills, by the way. In order you need to use on the boss. But for your opener, there is two skill in there. You need to. This is your best friends when you're tanking. You will not. I mean, you will not need any healing, anything. And this is for the party buff. Like these two skills is for your party members also, not only you. First of this one increases max health, health regen, attack speed. For me and my party members, 12 seconds. This is big. This is your best friend as a tank. And this one there, I'm gonna show you. This is originally different. This is blood division. We are changing it to the Vetus Sanctuary because working it's better. Like this one, it gives you a lot of damage on party members and a lot of damage reduction also in the same time. It is very important for the tank. So the tricks is always use Gaia's Crash with the Gaiutum Blade. This one. Always use your taunt with the Willbreaker because they sharing same cooldown. I mean, this is the perfect rotation. Not perfect, but this is my perfect rotation. It is mine. I pop this one, the Da Vinci first. I go there, hit it, this one, and this one. I taunt. I do this. I use Devatus Sanctuary after, and use this. Use this. I use this if they are taking damage. If they are not, I am using this, and I repeat it. It's very easy. For your defensive skills now, let's see. There is a lot of defensive skills we need to use. I didn't talk about this one, but everybody knows this is your only taunt if you don't have Duke Magma. Because Duke Magma is changing this skill to single taunt, but this is an AoE taunt. Very small range. You need to be really close to them. But if you combine it with this one, they are sharing cooldowns also. I mean, you gather the mobs, you press taunt and use this. And you will hold aggro. And there you will be no any problem. And as a filler, this two skill is your filler. One is this one and one is this one. This one also generating threat on the target. For example, if you start pull with this, you will generate a lot of target. This is the secret mechanic in the games for tanking. In every game, in Star Wars, in World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy, this kind of skills, push skills are generating a lot of threat on the target. So for FII, and you can pull the mobs with it. You can gather them. It's not only for gathering; it's also creating a lot of threat, generating threat on the target. Trust me on that. I mean, you can check my Twitch page, you can check my YouTube channel. I have enough experience to know that. Like, if I say something to you, just believe it to me. Like, let's talk about defensive skills, right? There is 1 dungeon, 2 dungeon, 3 dungeon. Okay, so defensive skills. I usually use this if boss gonna deal AoE damage like in Dead Abysses, or I am trying to protect my player who is targeted by the specific mechanic like on the Temple of Slaughter or anything. This one is your damage mitigation. skill in every game in MMO. In every MMO, every tank have damage mitigation skill. That means that damage mitigation means you, for example, if there is a big hit coming from the boss, when you press this one, you will mitigate it. Like you mitigate the damage you take, half and half, maybe more than half. In this game, there is a familiar mechanic to this, the guard mechanic. You know, some bosses, some doing some fury attacks, right? You will see the purple circle, and you need to time your defense, your parry, to parry it. And it's the same. There is some stuff not generating this circle in the mob skills or the boss skills, but you can still parry them with this or with your parry. You can still parry them. You will not gonna see purple defense number in the screen, but you will see white defense number in the screen. It means you parry it. For example, in the Cave of Destruction, there is explosive little mobs. You know, they are coming, and the amount of time they explode, they dealing poison damage, dot damage on you. When they going to close to the explode, if you press Q, you will block all the damage. You will take any dot damage. You will not take any explosion damage. Just try it. You will tank to me. And there is a lot of mechanics like that in this game. You need to pay attention. You need to be awareness. Like PV in this game is very easy. Trust me. You don't need to anything. Like you need to just optimize many things. Like I mean, as a stats, I am using 70 strength because why not? I am using perception because hit chance, buff duration. I am playing with this, you know, set bonus. Uh, I don't need any wisdom, in my opinion, but in the PvP it's a different idea. Dex you need only 30. Trust me on that. More than that, it's fucking overcapping it. It's my opinion. I am not an expert, but I know how to play tank. So for PvP, guys, PvP is different. On PvP, you need a lot of perception, a lot of wisdom, a lot of strength. Like you can, let's see, do I have a, okay. You don't need any dex, by the way. 60 strength is enough. You can make it 60, maybe more, because it is very important. You need hit chance, etc. You need to make this at least 30. So for PvP setup, first thing first, your goal in the PvP in the open areas like world PvP, you need to target some specific persons like healers or the range damage dealers, or if you know some people, some famous streamer or some player, if you know it already, is dealing a lot of damage, you need to stick on it. You don't let him play. Like how you can do it. In the tank setup, we have stuns, we have CCs, we have push and pulls. You know, like I can show you. Like you can go in the healer like that. You can stun him like that. Then after you can, when he's going to heal, you can pull him. You can interrupt him. You can charge him. You know. You need to do these things. They are very important as a tank. This is your goal. This is not, I mean, some people wanna kill people as a tank in the PvP. You can do that. There is nothing wrong with that, but your main goal is not let healers play, not let DPS player play. For example, if 3 people following your healer or your teammate, it doesn't matter. You go there, you stun them, you interrupt them, you're not letting them chase him or kill him, or you need to help them. Like you're a extra fucking omega support in the open world PvP as a tank. Like you need to a lot of CC, a lot of things, a lot of stats. Like I am trying to still get used to it. But if you are, believe me, your main goal is protect your healers, kill the other, not kill but control the other teams, damage dealers and the healers. Healers mostly, like you can charge on it. When he is going to heal, you can see the cast, right? Stun. If he's running away, stun. Pull. You can do these things. It's very easy. I mean, to adapt. Playing PvP is more fun in this game. Like I really like it. Normally, I don't like PvPs. I only played arenas in the World of Warcraft back in the day. I have a high rating because of my body is very good player. Like not because of me, but yeah. I mean for PvP, I mean we changed some passives. We are using this one. The Cold Warrior is very good. The most of the things are the same, not very important. And I'm gonna tell you friendly advice. Don't make things confuse you. Don't make people break your courage or anything. You can do mistakes. It's fine. I mean, I did a lot of mistakes. When I playing MMO, I could not speak English. Can you imagine? I was tanking in the very good guild. Like when I started, and I learned it. It kind of forced me to learn it because my first tank buddy was from Scotland. Scottish guy. I mean, even if I know really good English, it was very hard to understand him. Probably, it could like. I mean, I try to say everything about my knowledge to you guys. I am still learning. When I explore some stuff, I will share with you also. The as a tank, my last verse is like for Guardian. I never mentioned that, by the way. My Guardian is I'm using it for the DPS, by the way. This guy dealing a lot of damage. If you have mobs in the boss fight or deleting it's very useful. But if you guys have some defensive, you can use that guy, girl, like Lady Knight Kamaresha. Create shield for 50% user max mana. Cooldown speed increases while the shield is up to summon. This is for defensive one. This is for the DPS one. You have two options. At the moment, we don't know in the future. But this one is really good for DPSing. So, in my opinion, when you go into the fight, don't use your taunt immediately. Generate some threat. Learn your rotation. Like, you press this, okay? You go in, you press this, press this, press this. Press this for attack speed. Press this for damage. Taunt. Use these two. Taunt your taunt with the will breaker always the same time. Always. Then go repeat it. For a filler, like what we have this. And you repeat. I mean, I hope I make some things clear for you today. I hope I helped you. I want this from my heart, from there. I am streaming a lot. If you have questions, you can come and ask me. You can make a comment under the video, or you can comment Discord and ask me personally. A lot of people know already. I answer every single question. I am not that kind of guy. You can ask everything to me. And if you are watching this video, please like the video. It will help me a lot. I have cats. I am feeding. You can feed them also with like my video. And if you like this video, please subscribe, and you can follow my Twitch. It will help me a lot also. And thanks a lot. And if you guys have another questions, you can ask. Like I said, feel free to ask, and I can make more videos. And just let me know if you guys interested in some kind of videos like that. And if I learn some new stuff about the tanking or tricks or cheese stuff, I will share with you. I will make another video. And thanks for watching again. I appreciate it. And see you guys. See you. I appreciate that. And have a nice day.